Welcome to South Coast Radio, and today we are introducing an exciting new name on the South African country rock scene called Soulston Drive. The band blends gritty guitars, powerful drums, heartfelt storytelling, and anthemic melodies into a sound that's built for both the open road and the live stage. Joining us today are Rhino Haywood, the band's lead vocalist and guitarist, followed by Jaco Prinsloo, the drummer and songwriter, and not forgetting Stefan Swart, the guitarist, producer, and the man behind the band's signature sound. So their debut single, called Real, is an honest, emotional anthem about those moments when your feelings are so overwhelming that words simply aren't enough. So let's welcome to the show our gentlemen. How are you guys doing?
Good, and you, man? I'm doing very well, thank you. Good.
Awesome. Really great to have you guys with us on the show. So kicking off with our first question, we'll start the question off with Rhino, followed by Jaco and Stefan. You guys can answer this question in that order. So for the listeners meeting Soulston Drive for the first time, can you tell us a little bit about the band and how this journey all began? You can start off with Rhino.
Yeah, I'll start with the first leg. And the band Soulston Drive started about a year and a half ago, just over a year and a half ago. And the initial introduction to this project was with Jaco and myself. At the time, I was looking for a studio, and we just happened to have the same interests, and Jaco and our path crossed, and we said, listen, let's start something cool, and here we are. And one thing led to the next. Soulston Drive, the journey started out of wanting to do something with our musical abilities and musical connections and all that, and just really going for it.
Awesome. Yeah, Jaco, anything from your side?
Yeah, I think, on my side, it was always, a dream to be in a band that's successful. At university, I was in a band that's many years ago, and that fire was sort of rekindled, and, sometimes you put a dream on the shelf, but when I met Rainer and heard his demo of the song that's released now, I realized there's potential, and the fact that we're very similar in terms of, being businessmen, and we do things in the same way.
Yeah.
That just made it easy to flow into a setup with a band, and then maybe feeding into the next section of where Stefan joined us, with the Connection Studios. I had the privilege to work with Stefan and met him at the studio, and it turned out that we also have the same interests and the same love for the sound that we created together. And we were looking for a producer that would bring out the best in us. And it's blood, sweat, and tears sometimes, but when we get there, the product is awesome.
Fantastic. Stefan, anything from your side as well?
Yeah, I think Jaco contacted me last year. He said he had a band idea with Rainer, and he played me the first demo. And I just listened to it, and I got ideas, and then I pre-programmed some ideas, and they loved it, and the rest is history.
Great stuff, guys. Rhino, you're the lead vocalist and guitarist, and the song Real actually began as one of your personal demos. Can you tell us how that song came about?
Yeah, sure. Real was written in COVID time, in lockdown level 5, and I was single at the time, and music, I think musicians and everything, there was not much happening for any of us, so the world was pretty bleak. And I happened to come across this girl, which is now my wife.
Wow.
Funny enough. Online, and we had we both were musicians, so we had mutual friends and all that type of stuff. But when I met her, I think the song goes about just at that time, experiences of love and life and all that type of things. Meeting her, she gave a little bit of realness. Everything that I thought I knew kind of fell away, and everything just became a little bit more real and a little bit more purposeful. That's how it happened. And I wrote the song in a very short period of time. It just poured out of me. And a little time after that, I went to go record the demo at a studio that Yaku and I both know, that band that he mentioned. We both recorded there without even knowing each other. Wow. That was pretty weird. The song came from there, and it's just about, something comes. It doesn't have to be a person. Something comes across your path, and for the first time, it's real. This is it. You feel it in your gut, and sometimes we don't listen to our gut, and we're like, oh, but maybe it's not meant to be. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's too good to be true. And you just got to listen to your gut feeling when it's pulling you, and you have to go for it.
Awesome stuff, Rhino. So, Yaku, this one is for you. As a drummer and one of the band's songwriters, what drew you to this project, and what do you feel you bring to Soulston Drive?
I think that listening to the demo when Rhino sent it to me, I just loved the songwriting, and also Rhino's voice, I think, is a very, gives it a very good or unique, properties. So people listen to it, and that's what we found when we play it to people, is that it's fresh and it's an international sound. So I immediately connected that to, like I said before, the dream that was on the shelf, and said, well, we can do something here. And then getting to know Rhino, we aligned pretty much on a lot of things, how we see life, and Bandies becomes a family, and I think on that front, the three of us align well. What I think I bring to the band is, a lot of things that I went through that is turning into songs now. And to me it's an outlet, and I had a very hard think of, what is this dream about, and why do I want to do music? There's always the question, why do you do what you do? And at the end of the day, it boils down to becoming part of people's lives soundtrack. If I can put something in a song and release it through Soulston Drive, where people can listen to it, relate to it, and it can maybe pick them up, or make them feel the feelings, make the feelings real. Excuse the pun with the song. That's the purpose behind it. So I think, all in all, we all bring our parts, and my part is obviously in the band is to play the drums, be the rhythm section. But it goes much further than that, in being a friend and family, and bringing my life experiences to the party.
Awesome. And so, Stefan, you not only play guitar, but also produced and shaped the sound for Real. What excited you most about working with this band?
I think they were like-minded, and they had the same musical tastes. So that helped a lot. And it's in the studio, it excites me. They will bring their everything. Yeah. So every last bit that we can put into the song or the arrangement, they brought it.
Great stuff, guys. So this next question is open to all three once again. So together your music blends country, rock, and heartfelt storytelling. How would you describe the Soulston Drive sound to someone hearing you for the first time? Rhino, you can start off.
Soulston Drive sound. It's a very good question, because, like Stefan said, we do have similar music tastes, but all of us, we're quite downright rock and roll. We like loud drums, loud guitars. and just loud everything. We're nice and conservative on our 9 to 5 job, but then when we get into the car, it's a different story. So I think that bleeds through. I think all of us we love country music and modern country music, because modern, but also guitar wise, we were influenced so much with big bands. Like Bryan Adams, Bon Jovi. We've got Nate Smith. We've got U2, we've got, and then a little bit more heavier stuff as well. And I think it's a blend between big rock, but digestible, in a sense. It's not going to scare everyone away, but it still sounds big, and it's still relatable, and it's still telling a story. The country stuff, I think, it's lyrically and also musically influences us, how we write and all those type of things. But I think hearing it for the first time, it might be a little bit different, because yes, we do write a lot of commercialized plays, and it's not intended to be like that. It just happens to be like that because all of us have experience in South African music, Afrikaans music, which is very commercialized. So our writing styles all blend, but we always bring the thunder backing that, So we try and go big or go home, but we also want to make it relatable and also write in a sense that is also real and authentic and not created, like the lyrics is not created in some sort of like mathematical equation. It's really a diary entry brought out. Yeah.
Awesome. Jaco, anything from your side to add on?
Yeah, I think I would say it's in-your-face drums and guitars, and with a smooth vocal backing it. So we use the Afrikaans word dik. We like everything to be dik, and when people listen to it, they must feel they're inside the music, and it's attacking you from everywhere. But having said that, I think there's a strong focus on being commercial and making it palatable, so that people can relate to it and reaching more people.
Fantastic. And Stefan, anything you'd like to add as well?
Yeah, Rainer and Jaco said most of it, but I tried to get all those elements together and just make it big and palatable, like Jaco and Rainer said. So it's well said.
Great stuff, guys. So our next question. So let's talk about your debut single called Real. What's the story behind the song, and what message were you guys hoping to share? Rhino, you can start off.
The debut single, Real. The story behind the song is like I said, in COVID and all that type of stuff. But I think it evolved as well over time. I think later on everyone put their flavor onto the song. So it's not really just this dude that met his wife and COVID and all that stuff. It's an amazing story, and you can't make this stuff up. But I think the story behind Real now is when we started Soulston Drive and all the elements came together, we all started relating to the song in our own manner, in our own way, because we perceive it differently. And I think it was definitely a solid single to release as our first song and our introduction to the public. I think the message we would like to share as a band is, just be real, be authentic. You don't need to fit into a mold to be accepted into the world, and you don't really have to think about being accepted in the world. You are your own person, your own journey, your own experiences. And I think for so long, rewind 10 years ago, I think when we all were in a little bit of a different space, or 15 years ago, if we we would want to go and start this musical project to absolutely, so that people can, love us and go absolutely bananas. But then, it's so empty. It's very empty. And now, when the guys and myself step into the studio or we meet up for a braai, we don't really care about that stuff anymore. We've all got families. We all work every day, and we all are not teenagers anymore. So we come to a place now in our lives where we create music because this is what we want to do, and if it's just for us, it's cool. And if anyone wants to come along for the ride and happens to enjoy the tunes, it's an amazing blessing, and we would be so fortunate enough for that to happen. And so I think the song is just be real, be authentic, and go for it. Follow your heart, follow your gut, and those moments will come. You have to grab it when it comes along. Yeah.
Great stuff, Rhino. Jaco, anything you'd like to add as well?
No, I think that was well spoken by our fearless leader. The only thing I can add is that as we listen to the song, the band coming together and being such a part of a dream that's becoming reality, it feeds into that, and it feels this journey as being part of Soulston Drive is real to me. That's all I can add.
Great stuff. Okay, so I almost forgot about Stefan for a moment. Anything you'd like to add on to the question as well?
No, I think Rhino said it really well. Yeah, Don't be fake.
Great stuff.
Keep it real.
Keep it real. That's the way to go. I've actually heard this one by someone before. One of a church meetings I've been to, and his message was about keeping it real. And he did mention the same thing as well. Don't be fake. Just keep it real. So that's really great. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think if I can just add one more thing to that,
sure.
I think now that you said that, that's such a good statement, and I think we all look at our heroes. We all look at our heroes. Me as a guitarist, I look at these big guitarists, and all of us look at these musicians and we're like, oh man, I wish I was like that dude. And then we try and be that dude, and you don't get anywhere, and no recognition, and you just fall on your face.
Yeah.
And I think right now, with our dad bods and everything, we're definitely in a position where we can be real without really caring what anyone else thinks.
That's
that's
the way to go.
If that's not rock and roll, then I don't know what it is.
That's the way to go, guys. Awesome stuff.
100%.
So this song captures that feeling of being unable to find the words when someone means everything to you. Why do you think that emotion connects with so many people? We can start off with Rhino.
Oh man, am I the perfect person to ask that question to? I think we all are so afraid of what people think of us. I think from my personal experience, I would always try and mimic someone that I admired, or take note of how someone else led the room, or spoke to a girl, or you always try and impress someone, or somewhere along your life, and you always walk away regretting something you did or said, because it's not, oh man, why did I do that? What was I thinking? I think fear is a big driver, especially in current society, because
Yes.
we are also always so exposed. We all are so exposed ever more to everybody, because social media, you get status updates daily. You know exactly what's happening with this person if they are willing to share it online. But if you have a social presence, online presence, you are exposed to the world, and people are ruthless, man.
True.
They are ruthless, and they don't care about your feelings. They will criticize you. They will pull you apart, man. And I think that fear has become so prevalent, and I think it just takes a little bit of courage to say whatever I'm feeling inside is worth bringing out, and then whatever I'm feeling inside and thinking is worth voicing, perhaps, maybe to a close friend, a relative, or an acquaintance, or a work colleague. It's so important, and really just not fearing about it. I think I see it so even more, and especially in a little bit more like people between their 20s and 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, just don't. You shouldn't care what anyone else thinks, man. They probably won't remember you in a day or two.
Yeah.
Like, just be you. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to create rock music, if you want to create country music, if you want to create pop music, if you want to talk a certain way, dress a certain way, do your thing, man.
Yeah.
Just don't care what anyone else thinks. Don't be stupid. But, I mean, just be real.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yaku, anything you'd like to add to that question?
No, nothing from my side, thanks.
Great stuff. How about you, Stefan?
No, I'm good as well. Raina's got all the words today.
Awesome. Okay, great stuff, guys. So Stefan, actually, this next question is for you. So, what was it like taking this song from a simple demo to the finished recording, especially knowing it would eventually be mastered by Grammy Award winning engineer Nathan Dunsler?
Yeah, when I heard the demo at first, I was like trying to get ideas, or the right ideas, and changing some chords as well. And then when I played the pre-production, Raina loved it.
Wow.
And then we tracked everything and we started mixing. And when we close to the end of the mixing process, we spoke about mastering engineers, like must we get it mastered locally or maybe overseas, because we're trying to get more like the overseas sound as well.
Mm-hmm.
And there was between two master engineers. The one was Ted Jensen, that's more in the rock scene. He did Daughtry, Nickelback, and all those type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then Nathan Dunsler, that I worked with 2 years ago. He's more into the modern country scene, like Thomas Rhett, Nate Smith, Cassie Ballerini, and he did the 2 Sabrina Carpenter albums as well. I think he won a Grammy for that. So that was really an honor to work with him again, and fun. He's really professional and he's quick, and he brought out the last bit of amazing depth and width out of the mix.
Awesome stuff, Stefan. Okay, so gentlemen, so every successful band has its own chemistry. What makes the three of you work so well together, both in the studio and as musicians? Raina, you can start off.
I mean, what's a family without a bit of fighting, I guess. No, I'm kidding. Listen, so that's such a good question. Man, I think we talk, man. We talk, and we discuss stuff. And when stuff ain't working for one of the dudes, there's a platform for us to voice it. It doesn't matter if we hurt the other one's feelings a tiny little bit. I think we just communicate. We transparent. I think that's the single most important thing in any sort of relationship, I guess. And it is really a relationship we've got, and it's difficult because you've got, thank goodness all three of us are in different stages of our lives. I think I'm the youngest dude in the band, I think.
Wow.
And, so when I face trials and tribbles, Yaku will be like, oh, what? Oh, don't stress, dude. I mean, you'll see, because I went through that as well, and it's like, whatever. And then Stefan will chat to me, and I'm like, oh, no, really, so we kind of feed off each other like that, because and it's such a cool, how can I say, mix of not only age groups but also just life experiences. So we almost each other shrinks in a way, but we also, out of the music scene, we just communicate and be human. And if we can't do this, we say, dudes, we can't do it. If we can do it, we do it. And if we're worried, then we're worried and we voice it. So we kind of know where everyone is at any given point most of the time,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the successful recipe. If you look at big bands like Metallica, I mean, there's videos where they almost like climbed into fist fights with each other, but they always go through it.
Yeah.
And they're I think they're one of the longest existing hard rock bands in the world.
Wow.
I mean, they're like grandfathers right now, but I still listen to it and rock it harder than ever,
Yeah.
So, and I think it's just communication.
Great stuff, Rhino. Yaku, anything from your side?
Yeah, look, I think we're all successful in our own right in the fields outside of music. So Stefan's field is music, but that would be inside music. And, we take it very seriously, although it's, it's fun, and we look forward to the times on stage where it's just going to be fun. All the preparations are done and you just do your thing. But, we actually quite serious people. We like to joke around, but we are quite serious. And, to us, it's, I'm the old bully in the band. And I said to the guys, if we don't crack this one, then I'm not sure if I have time left over to try again. So, I think that's what makes it work. We understand, although it is an art and that side, we also take the business side of it very serious.
Yeah.
And, we're trying to make a success of it as soon as possible. And, we're all in that same mindset to do it properly. We won't put anything out that's subpar. And that's why Stefan fits in well, because he makes sure that the sound that we arrive at the end of the day and the production and that is on international standard. So that's why I'm comfortable in the band and operating in this way, because I'm used to, in other businesses, it's all business, and so we apply that same model to the band, although it's music and it's art, but it's business.
100%. That's great stuff, Yaku. Stefan, anything on your end?
And I think what Rana said, we can chat to each other, and I think we cherish relationships. I think, and we chat about stuff and we're open about it. I think that makes a big difference.
Awesome stuff, gentlemen. So, Real is your debut release, and so this is an exciting chapter. What can fans expect from Soulston Drive over the coming months? Rainer, you can start off.
Yeah, boy, do we have something in store. So we have been working on an EP, and this is obviously the first single and introduction to the world for us, Real. And we went full tilt on it from the obviously production and mastering, and also the music video, which is pretty cool. Very proud of that, to have been a part of that. It was very exciting for us all to do that. But now things get even a little bit more real. Because now, after this, there are songs that we will have co-written. Yeah. So all these cool flavors will be in one pot now. And man, I can't say too much, but I think in the next 4 to 6 weeks, our next single will drop. And we are climbing out of our socks because we're very excited about it. And then followed by a full EP during the course of the year. And we will do maybe 1 or 2 small shows this year. But the real one to anticipate is next year, March. It is the grand launch of this project. It will be held at an amazing venue, and boy, is it going to be epic.
Awesome. Jaco, anything you'd like to add on?
Yeah, I think people can pencil in the date on the 13th of March. I'm not sure if Rainer's mentioned that, but then we've booked the Atterbury Theatre in Pretoria, and there's only 400 seats, so we will make it known on our social media platforms when the tickets are available. But yeah, we're preparing a massive entry to the market launch on that date, 13th of March 2027.
Awesome, Jaco. Stefan, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I think I've got the new single in front of me, busy prepping the mix and the files for it. So, and I'm really excited about the next one.
Awesome stuff, guys. So before we let you guys go, what message would each of you like to leave with everyone listening today? Rainer, you can start off.
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks for taking the time to listen to our song. And it'll be cool if you guys and everyone can come along the journey with us. I mean, ultimately, if it's without everyone listening, we would just be a bunch of dudes in a studio that nobody knows. So it'll be epic if we can get everyone to walk this road with us and enjoy the stages, because it's early days, and you know, if we can have some fans to start off with us and enjoy the road with us and see how we go about and grow and learn and just experience, it will be cool. But yeah, I think the final message is thanks. It's a real privilege to be able to play this to everyone as a band. And yeah, just rock out. You know, when the song comes on, just turn it up. It's fine. No, your neighbors will love you for it.
Definitely. And okay, so Jaco, anything from you?
Yeah, I think if everyone that listens to the song and likes what we do, please go and follow us on Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and YouTube and every channel you can think of. And do yourself a favor and have a look at the video on YouTube. It's also a very well produced piece of content from Quintessential Productions, and we're very proud of that product also. And there's some surprises for people in that with some nice cars. I think everyone will enjoy the cars in there, and a B-roll of a couple being in love. And so yeah, enjoy our music and looking forward to the journey with everyone.
Fantastic. Stefan, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, just if people listen to the song, they can share it with other people. And I think we want to inspire people with our music and with the message of the songs.
Great stuff, guys. Just one more question, as Jaco touched on it as well, that I'd like to bring out is, where can the fans, okay, so you did mention the social platforms that your music is on. Where can the fans follow you guys online as well?
Yeah, maybe I'll just answer that. So on all the platforms, it's Soulston Drive or Soulston_Drive. But if you just search Soulston and Drive, you'll find it just about anywhere. And yeah, if you see us and follow us, please comment on some of the things that we know about you. We'd like to build up a database of people that's interested that we can communicate to.
Fantastic stuff, gentlemen. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today and introducing Soulston Drive to our listeners. It was really great having you guys on the show with us today.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for having us. Yeah, very cool, man.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. Really great having you guys with us today. Also to the listeners, that is Soulston Drive, talking about their musical journey and their powerful debut single called Real. The song is available now on all major streaming platforms. Be sure to give it a listen and keep an eye on this exciting new South African country rock band as they continue their journey.
radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
This is South Coast Radio.